Ninth Island with your host, Simone Raider, and my co-host,
Mr. Fitz. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's been quite a long time since we done a podcast, got together. I know you've been busy.
Yep.
I've been busy. But hey.
It's off season, so
I mean,
not too much going on.
These are the best times. It's the best time. But hey, we're here. I know football season's right around the corner, and we're going to get into that a little bit. But how's everything been going? How you been doing?
Everything's good, man. Been busy, on the road. Been all over the U.S. Working. Finally back. I'll be gone probably one more time, and then I'll be back for good for football season and everything that comes with football season.
I know, man. So that means you're going to leave me again. But it's all good.
One more time.
Okay. It's all good. But I know, like you said, if anything, we're going to still be here doing our thing.
It's expensive for these Raiders tickets. You see the prices for the season?
It is expensive. Especially going to these games, man. There's a lot of games that I'm looking forward to. I know there's some games you're looking forward to. But I know if there are games out there that people are looking forward to, make sure to go download C Connect.
Shout out to C Connect.
I thought I'd just plug that in right there. But, there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things going around the league, and I want to do something a little bit different. Of course, we're going to talk about our Raiders football, and I think that's where we're going to start. And then we're going to talk about other things going around the NFL, around the league, and even outside of the league. Trending things. So that's what we're going to do right here.
With the Ninth Island.
Yeah, with the Ninth Island. I think the last time we did an episode, was right before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So we didn't really get to go over the NFL draft, did we?
No, we didn't.
Okay. So, going into the NFL draft, I know that you wanted Ashton Jeanty. I wanted Shedeur Sanders or Ted McMillan. But at the end of the day, hey, we got Ashton Jeanty, our running back of the future. Before I get your thoughts on that, did you see that video that I clipped up? Yeah. I was like, I was like, look at it, I was like, damn, this dude fits. I was like, watch us mess up and go and get a running back, and we ended up getting a running back.
Watch us fuck around and get a running back, and we got a running back.
So what do you think?
Best running back available.
We did. What do you think about the Ashton Jeanty pick?
I loved it. As we got closer to the draft and, looking at all scenarios, he was the best pick available at that time. We do need a running back. You know what I mean? I'm very confident. I love that pick.
I like it too. I'm not gonna hate it, even though he wasn't my number one option. I've said it over and over. I know a lot of Raider fans think I hate him, but I don't hate him at all. I just feel like there was other positions that we could have addressed. At the number 6 spot. Of course, like I said, I was a big T-Mac, Shedeur Sanders. I mean, we see what happened to Shedeur Sanders.
He got
I know he dropped so far, and it makes you think like, damn, we could have had Ashton Jeanty and Shedeur Sanders. That would have been crazy. But he's a Raider now, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna root for him. And even though I felt like we could have got running back later, we got the best running back in the draft, so there's nothing to complain about. I just hope he goes out there and he does exactly what he did in college. And he's saying he predicted himself that he could get around 1,500 yards and 10 to 20 touchdowns. I don't know if he's gonna get that much, to be honest with you. I think
he got it.
I think it's a little bit crazy, but hey, crazy is our middle name because we're all Raider fans.
Who was it last year? Was it Bucky Irving?
Bucky Irving was one of the top.
He had 1,100.
Yeah.
I mean, Bijan Robinson had 800-900. Same thing with Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs. So I mean, if they could do it, and then I believe Ashton Jeanty can hit that 15 because he is different.
I mean, I think he is different. But to say, 1,500, yeah, he can do it. I'm not saying he can't. It's a little bit harder than I think he thinks it is. But the 20 touchdowns, I think, is kind of crazy. I can see him getting around. This is what I had him.
I wonder what the over-under is with the casinos.
I wonder, too. If I had to put, like, a stat behind it, I put it out there on my channel. I said I see him getting around 1,200 yards and maybe 8 to 9 touchdowns. That's where I had him at.
No way in hell, bro.
What do you have?
I could see him getting, 12 to 1,600 yards easy.
Well, give me, because I said 1,200 yards. That's a big gap boost.
Okay.
You got.
I'm gonna say 1,380.
Okay, that's not bad.
1,380.
That's not bad.
All right.
How many touchdowns though?
I'm going 14.
Damn.
14 touchdowns.
His rookie season?
Rookie season. Come on.
I like it. I like the confidence, though. I'm not saying
different, bro.
He is different. We'll see. They call him LT. They call him Marshawn Lynch. I mean, they call him Trent Richardson, too. But, I mean, at the end of the day, if he goes out there and does his job, I think he'd be okay. And our O-line is going to be really, really important for Ashton Jeanty to go out there and do what he's doing.
I want to take a quick moment to give a shout out to one of the sponsors of the podcast, C Connect. Now, C Connect is a new ticket exchange app coming soon to Google Play and the App Store. This is basically a social marketplace powered by the fans for the fans. Think of the Facebook group selling and buying tickets, but with a more secure transaction, which was one of the biggest worries and flaws for fans in the first place, because we all know that no one likes to get scammed. Another great thing about C Connect is not only the ability to buy, sell, and connect with others, but the ability to swap tickets with other fans. So if you're looking to be one of the first to access this app when it does drop, then make sure to join the interest list at cconnect.com. Now, we have and will continue to do a lot of great giveaways in the future with C Connect, so if you guys haven't already, make sure to go and follow them at C Connect on all social media platforms.
Now, recently, a lot of people have been talking about his running back stance. Of course, you see him in college, he's standing up like Michael Myers, right? And then now at practices, at training camp, at OTAs, he's bending over a little bit, pause. But and now a lot of people are concerned about it, and he was asked about it. He said that Chip Kelly made him change it, which Chip Kelly came out and said that he didn't make him change it. But what do you think about that, and should we be worried about it?
I mean, we'll see. My whole thing is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I don't know why he would change it or why they would force him to change it or bring up. Maybe something was brought up. But hey, if he feels comfortable the same way, bending over, did he? Or standing up, to each his own. Do your thing, man. Just go out there and kill it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big of a deal. I don't think it's that big of a deal that a lot of people are taking it as. But, he's a rookie coming into the league. He's still going to have to go out there and prove himself. And he even said it. He said that, I'm going to get back to it, but he's got to go out there and show it, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's all it's going to take is him to go out there and show that he can still run and run through a motherfucking face and still score touchdowns. And I think at that point when he earns his reps, then or earn his say, then he'll definitely start bending over or standing up a little bit more. But I think he should be okay, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Speaking of the NFL draft, I know we didn't really go over it. I'm not saying we're going to go over every single pick, but I want to ask you, outside of the Ashton Jency pick, because I think we're all kind of excited to see what we can do, which player are you most excited of watching this season out of the rookies?
Out of the rookies, besides Ashton, I'm going to go with Porter.
Oh, Darian Porter?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Darian Porter.
Why?
He was a steal. I was surprised we got him. I heard the Niners were actually going to get him.
I'm sure.
And then we snagged him before the Niners. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him. And plus, it's kind of a little iffy in that little area that he's in.
The what?
The who else is in his category?
Oh, in the cornerback room?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple of guys over there. Jacorian Bennett. We got Eric Stokes from the Packers. We got Jacorian. He seems like a guy that might take over.
Hopefully he steps up.
We don't have no Jack Jones no more. We don't have no Nate Hobbs no more.
So if that little fill-in right there, it gives me a little more confidence with that room.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, he's definitely one of the names. He's one guy that I mocked to the Raiders, and we actually got him.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's the prototypical Pete Carroll pick. It was that wide receiver turn cornerback. A lot of people are saying that he's a little bit like Rich Sherman. I'm not gonna say that, but I could see him more of Tariq Woolen. So he's definitely gonna be one guy. I think for me, Jack Besh is definitely a name that I like. Wide receiver out of TCU. Jack Besh.
I thought it was Josh Besh.
No, Jack Besh is. But he's a name. But if I had to pick anybody out of those, other than those two, one name that I like is Dante Thornton Jr., who's out of Tennessee.
Tennessee?
Yeah, fast. He's tall.
He's big.
Yeah,
hella
big.
What, 6'5"?
Yeah.
Hella big. No diddy.
I was looking. I was like, okay. But I mean,
you said hella big.
You said it.
He's big, and you were like,
no, you said hella big.
Oh, well.
And I said, I don't know who said big, but he is big though. Athletic, who's and the fact that he can run a 4.3, like run a 4.3, he's got that speed. I know people are kind of worried about his route running, but I think it'll be okay, and he could be another weapon for the Raiders on the offensive side of the ball. Now, speaking of big and maybe thick, what do you call it? Did you see Brock Bowers talking about Ashton Jency?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Bowers, you forgot to say pause, no diddy something, bro.
It's okay. We're in June. We're in the right month now for him to say all those things. Now I know that's our tight end, and he doesn't like to go in the media, and I know we all poke fun at him.
Why he doesn't like to go.
He's probably, this is why I don't like talking to the media. You know what I meant? Like he said He's rocked up. He's thick.
Rocked it.
Yes, sir.
I was like,
I said, hey,
what
yo,
did he say?
Bowers, chill, bro. We understand what you're trying to say. Just don't say it, dog. Now, we didn't really get to go into the free agency that much. And now with free agency kind of coming and going, there's a lot of different moves that the Raiders have made. We got a lot of new pieces here. What's one player that you are looking forward to as far as, or what was your favorite acquisition so far this offseason?
I'm going Geno Smith.
Why?
Because we needed a quarterback. Honestly, I believe Geno Smith is better than Derek Carr. I'm probably going to catch a lot of heat for that, but you know what I mean? That's my favorite pick on the offseason. I feel he's going to do very good over here. So, yeah.
What do you think about people saying that he might not do good? Or do you have a lot of confidence in him to go out there and have
A lot more better than fucking the last several quarterbacks we've had.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think if I had to look at any one of these moves, Elandon Roberts coming from the Steelers, linebacker, I think he's one guy to really look out for, and especially in a linebacker room that we really struggled in, and especially because we lost Robert Spillane, we lost some of these other guys, and he's a guy I could easily see come in, plug in, and just play well.
Yeah.
And I think he could do almost everything that Robert Spillane can do, a little bit better for a lot cheaper, because he came on a really cheap deal. So, I mean, Elandon Roberts is definitely one guy I'm looking forward to. Of course, Geno Smith, I think that's going to be a great acquisition, especially when you pair him up with Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
You know, as a Samoan, food is really important to me, as you can see, which is why I want to give a shout out to one of the sponsors of the podcast, Bula Pies Fiji. Straight out of Vallejo, California, Bula Pies brings the taste of the South Pacific right to your neighborhood. Whether you're craving something savory or sweet, they got you covered with their many pies and rolls, perfect for any occasion. And you know, the great thing about them is, even though I live over here in the 9th Island and they're all the way in California, I could still get some meat pies delivered straight to my door frozen. And you just throw that sucker into the oven one time for the one time, and in a couple of minutes, you have some fresh meat pies at the comfort of your own home. So head over to bulapiesfiji.com to get yours today. And even follow them on Instagram at bula.pies.fiji to keep up to date on where they could pop up next. You never know if they're going to be in your town, whether for a festival or a concert. They're all over the place, so definitely stay tapped in with Bula Pies Fiji and let them know that the Usos sent you.
Now, last year, we were in the schedule release, right? Of course, we weren't in the schedule release this year. I was excited to see how the schedule release was going to look like. Did you watch the whole video?
I did.
How did you think about the schedule release this year?
It was cool.
Anything stand out?
Nah, not really. I mean, we weren't in it. No, I'm just kidding. But nah, I mean, it was cool. I liked it. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Especially the part with the Chargers.
I mean, yeah. I love that too. The fact that.
Yeah, no, I mean, overall, it was a good. It was a good schedule release.
Would you say it's better than last year's?
Honestly, no. Last year's was better. I'm not saying that because
why though? Okay, I want to ask this. Why though?
Because the main part with the how hyped it was, like, this is the Raiders. You know what I mean? Freaking AP, Raider Nation, stand up. You know what I mean? Just the vibe was like, we in it. You know what
Stand up and do what?
Sit down. But yeah, last year's. This year, I mean, it was funny. I liked it. It was cool. You know what I mean? But there was some things I was thinking like, oh, bro, we could have did this. You know what I mean? We could have did this.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they could have, they could have did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, it was a good one.
I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun, and it reminded me of the old, Sports Center type commercials and stuff like that with the jokes, and even I got most of the jokes too. And I know some people might not like it, but if you're a Raider fan and you look at what they're trying to do, I love the fact that they just wanted to have a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
I feel like it was better than last year's. I could be biased and say that last year's was better because we were in it, but
no, it's just the vibe.
I just feel like, I think that what we did last year was perfect for like an intro. Like what we, they posted it or they showed it at the stadium every single game, right? It's something to get everybody hyped up the autumn win.
Yeah.
But as far as the schedule release video, they really didn't do nothing. But they just threw the schedule at the end, and it was nowhere near in the video.
This one, I can honestly say, reminded me of like the Office vibe.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. And I love the fact that they went week by week and released the team that we were playing where and So I like that aspect of it because I feel like schedule release videos, they have to release the schedule while the video is going, But that's why I feel like it was better this year. But hey, we had more views last year though than this year, so I take that though. But speaking of the schedule, of course, we got the schedule, and every single years we sit here and we talk about the schedule. We go over every single game, what we have winning or losing. I got mine. I know you got your list, and we're gonna go over each and every single game, who's gonna win and why, and we'll see how it matches up at the end of the season. Now, the last 2 years, we've been totally off. Oh no, you've been on one of them. You got the 8 and 9. I know the games didn't match up, but you got the certain amount of games right.
Yeah.
I've been overly optimistic every year.
Yep.
And let me pull mine up.
Probably going to be overly optimistic again.
All right, so looking into this year's schedule, honestly, I'm really excited about it, Oos. We got a lot of cool matchups. Shout out to the NFL. They gave us three. They gave us 3 primetime games, Oos. But week 1, let's kick it off, Oos. At New England, we get, Josh McDaniels. We're going to run it back with him.
Yep.
And see how we do. What do you have?
I got us as a win.
Okay. Why?
Because Patriots suck. They're so overhyped right now.
Even with all the weapons that they got, Oos?
I mean, yeah, it's not. Look at the many times we added all these weapons and nothing panned out. You know what I mean?
All right.
Nothing's going to pan out for the Patriots now that the GOAT's gone.
Hey,
Sorry.
I'll agree with you on that. I mean, we got Tom Brady now at our corner.
Yeah.
We got Jacoby Myers now over here at the corner. E-Rob over here. I got us getting the W as well, coming out the gates. We can't lose that first game, Moose. So we come out the gate swinging with that W. Now, week 2, Monday Night Football. They gave the Raiders a Monday Night Football primetime game on week 2 at home, Moose. And for me, I got the Raiders winning this one. I don't see no other way of us losing, especially for the first Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, rivalry.
Yep.
What about you?
Same thing. I got us as a dub.
Okay, so far is
2-0.
2-0. Now, the next week we go over to Washington to face the Commanders. What do you have?
I got us taking the L.
Okay. I got us taking an L as well.
Yep.
A lot of people in my chat was saying, there's no way we're going to lose to the Commanders. But, hey, they're coming off of a good season.
Yeah, they added some key pieces. What they have already is solid.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Yeah, so we take an L. Now we come back home when we face the Chicago Bears. I got an L.
You got an L for the Chicago Bears?
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those games where it just seems like we could win it, but Caleb Williams over there, they got a lot of weapons as well. But I just feel like this is one of those games we'll lose.
Nah, I got us winning.
Okay. You feel like we're good enough to beat them?
Yeah, I see Caleb. I mean, I see Caleb doing good because his O-line is solid now.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about it. I see this guy. I really believe we're gonna win.
Okay, so far you got us at 3-1, right?
Yep.
I got us at 2-2. So now we go over to Indianapolis, week 5. I got us winning that game.
I got us losing that game.
Damn, to the Colts.
It'd be that one team where, all right,
Yeah, you're right.
Real good. We're 3-1 right now, and then we just fuck it up and lose to the Colts.
I see that happening. I got us winning. So, yeah.
3-2, both of us 3-2.
And now we go over to Tennessee.
Yep.
Oh no, we face Tennessee here at home.
Yep.
What do you got us?
I got us winning.
I got us losing.
What?
We face Cam Ward. I don't know. The same way you felt about the Colts game is the same way I feel about this. It seems like a team that doesn't have a lot of weapons other than Cam Ward. But it's one of those games that we feel like, oh, we got it in the bag.
No, I got us winning that one.
Yeah, I got us losing. And then of course, week 7
Chiefs.
at the Chiefs, right before the bye week. What you got?
Fucking L.
I got an L as well. I just can't put it. I can't put us past beating them at Arrowhead because we haven't done it. I mean, we did it on Christmas Day 2 years ago, but we're not gonna bank on that.
Yep.
So right now at the bye week, I am 3-4. What about you?
I'm 4-3.
Okay, so we're a little close, but I have us in a losing record, but not too far. Now we come out of the bye week against the Jacksonville Jaguars here at home. I got us winning that game.
I do too.
Yes, I think that should be a winnable game, but no game is really winnable with the Raiders. But after that, we get back-to-back primetime games. We got the Denver Donkeys at Denver on Thursday Night Football. What do you got?
I got us losing that one.
Ooh, okay. Damn. That's just too good, huh?
Nah, I just feel like we're going to fuck that one up.
We can. But I feel like we always do good on primetime against the Broncos. That's why I felt like, you know what? I got us winning that game. So so we kind of switched a little bit there, but anything can happen. Now, I feel like this one, I already know what you're going to say because I feel like 99% of Raider fans want to say the same thing. But give me Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys, biggest game of the year. It was named the biggest game of the year here at Allegiant Stadium. What you got?
I got to take the L.
Oh, you're a fake fan.
Hey, I'm biased.
Okay,
I'll be realistic. Come on now.
I like it because I have us taking an L as well.
I want us to win, bro.
Trust
You
me.
don't know how much I hate the Cowboys.
Trust me. I
You're
want to
talking
win.
me as a non-biased fan, like if I'm going to bet money, or not even, I wouldn't even say that, but the Cowboys, regardless, even though Dak always does the good during the regular season, he puts up numbers, bro.
I can't complain with that because I have us losing as well. A lot of people in my chat was on my head. There's no way we're losing. I said, hey, chill. It's not like we have like a winning record against the Cowboys all the time. I mean, we do good against them, but
I hope we do, because the last time we seen them, we beat them.
Yeah, we did. We did. So that's what I'm hoping for, but I don't want to have my expectations too high. Yeah. So I understand that. Now we get back-to-back games because we have Cleveland coming into town right after that. What do you have?
Win, baby.
I got us winning that game as well. And then we go to L.A., our home away from home, Allegiant West, and we play the Chargers in that rivalry game yet again. And I know we struggle against the Chargers all the time, but what do you got us?
I got us taking the L.
Damn.
We beat them the first time, we lose the second time.
I agree with you on that one.
9 times out of 10, it's always 1-1.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I say we lose that one. It'll suck because most likely we might be there, and we're always going to show out. The Raider fans always show up.
Every time we go to L.A., it's a loss.
No, it doesn't matter what regime it is.
4 years now?
I don't know how many. Ever since COVID, Oos. So
5 years
5
now.
years, Oos. 4, yeah, something like that. So, yeah, I got us losing that game as well. Then we got Denver coming into town.
Yep.
I got us taking that win.
Me too.
Okay. We go to Philly, at Philly, Super Bowl champs. What do you got?
Taking the L.
I got an L as well. I think we're coming down to the wires.
Not biased.
Okay. We go to Texas to play the Texans, CJ Stroud and boys.
Yep.
How do you feel about that game?
I mean, in Texas, I got us taking the L.
I got us taking an L as well. It's not looking too good right now for the Raiders. Playoff hopes are starting to dimmer down. But we come back home on back-to-back games. We get to finish off the season with 2 games at home. First against the Giants. What you got?
I got us taking a win.
Okay. I got us taking a win as well. And we finish off the season against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, we finally beat them motherfuckers because we're chasing that wild card.
Yes, sir. And I got us winning as well. So I have a final 9-8.
9-8.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The first time I think we got the same record
prediction.
And it almost was the same. We switched some teams here and there, but at the end of the day, 9-8, a fringe playoff team. And you know what? Even if we don't make the playoffs, dudes, as long as we look competitive, I'm totally fine.
Oh.
Like, I just don't want to go out there and get fucking blown out from all these teams. But if we have a game where we just lose by a field goal or it's close, then I'm okay. And that's what I feel like that's the team that we're going to be. 9 games is my ceiling, and I don't think it's that bad. If we miss the playoffs, it's going to suck. But, yeah. How do you feel about your...
I'm confident in the 9-8.
I know this is how we feel. But do you feel like Raider Nation will feel like it's a failed season if we don't make the playoffs this year?
Yeah. I mean, if we look good, though, there's a chance that, if you're a real football guy and you see the potential there. You know what I mean? We have, 4 years with Pete Carroll?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if there's potential there, maybe next season it'll be better.
Yeah. I think as long as we're trending in the right direction, we should be okay.
Yep.
And I think 9 wins is definitely a big, big step forward.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the NFL. It's June, the best month is.
Not necessarily, but...
Shout out to Pride Month, man. Shout out to everybody out there for Pride Month.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about that.
Oh, Mr. Fitz is one of the advocates for
No.
Pride Month, man.
I do a lot of gay jokes, so there's a difference.
He supports them one way or another. So, Pride Month, of course, whether you agree with it or not, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Kind of sucks. It's my birthday month.
Hey.
Hey, it's okay, man. Out of all the months, you guys chose this month to... That's not right, yo. With that being said, the NFL released a video in honor of Pride Month. Did you see the video?
I did.
After they posted that video, of course, there was a lot of backlash from almost everybody who's about it. And one guy that was really pressed about it was Des Bryant, yeah. And he tweeted this out. Football is gay, football is queer, football is transgender. These are wild statements to make. Excuse my silliness. I'm going to proudly tell my boys football is none of those things. I have nothing against gays, but this is far from right. How do you feel about it?
I mean, to each his own, man. You want to be gay? I have no problems with the LGBT. You know what I mean? To each his own. But these corporations, these, they push that agenda. You know what I mean? You want to do what you. I grew up in an era where if you was like that, you know what I mean. You was like that. We didn't care. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
But to push it on everything nowadays,
It's kind of crazy.
it's crazy.
I agree with it too, because at the end of the day, we should love everybody for whatever backgrounds they are, whatever they are. He, them, they, thus, us, whatever.
Zoo, ZZ.
But it's like when you try to push it on people, that's where people start to feel like, yo, what the hell, dog? Because not everybody wants to see that, especially with people like us. Like, we're fathers, we got kids, and that's something that we don't want there on the screen because we don't want them kind of making our kids wonder, hey, maybe that's me.
Yeah, no.
But like I agree 100% with what Des had to say. No matter how we feel about it, I think we can all respect it, but just don't push it. Don't push that narrative.
I could agree. You know what I mean? I'll take a little bit of that back. I could agree. Football is gay, queer, transgender. If you're a Niner fan,
They've been here for a while.
So I understand why the NFL's pushing it, but
and we gotta love them too, even though we don't like the team.
Shout out to all Bang Bang, you know what I mean?
Shout out to all the Niner fans out there, man. I hope that this month brings joy to all of you guys, and hopefully good things happen. Even though we're Raider fans, we still got love for you guys, and no matter what,
enjoy your month.
Enjoy your month, man, because not everybody has months. Good thing for you guys is, hey, Niner fans. It should have said football is Niners. I'm just joking. But funny thing is, there was 12 teams that didn't partake in posting, and of course they're gonna get backlash because most of the NFL teams, they did post something about Pride Month, but these teams did not. We had the Jets, we had the Ravens, we had the Bengals, the Browns, the Steelers, Colts, Titans, Chiefs, Cowboys, Seahawks, Saints, and our Raiders. Do you feel like they deserve to get backlash?
No. To each his own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know a lot of us Raider fans, we can always be like, hey, that we don't do that. We don't post that. But even though the Raiders didn't post it, the Raiders secondary page did post it.
Wait, whose page is this?
This is Raiders Impact. This is the Raiders in the community, basically. They posted it. So the Raiders are not slick for trying to get away with this. They didn't post it on their main page, but they posted this saying, we continue to celebrate and support the diversity of our employees, fans in our community who identify as part of the LGBT plus community. Happy Pride Month. So when I seen that, I was like, okay, all right, they didn't post it on their main page, but they still support it. But you know what? At the end of the day, yes, we joke around. But we were the first team with an openly gay player who's...
Not just that. His jersey's at the Smithsonian for history display, bro. How crazy is that?
Shout out to Carl, dog.
Carl and the Sad, bro.
Yeah, we always breaking generational
curses
over here with the Raiders. We accept everybody.
Yeah.
I guess we got to accept that too. So, with that being said, I wanted to ask you, what was your favorite, who is your favorite Pride player or Pride moment in the NFL?
What? Hold on, wait, what?
Is there a moment
that I was Pride
that you just enjoyed being an NFL fan, during Pride Month and stuff like that? How do you celebrate Pride Month and what?
What the fuck would I celebrate Pride Month? I'm fucking gay.
And what's your favorite moment celebrating Pride Month as an NFL fan?
Like I said, to each his own, you know what I mean? But I don't celebrate Pride Month.
I feel like all your videos is a little bit of a celebration.
Little bit. But that's not me. Those are Niner fans, Cowboy fans, Chief fans. You know, that ain't me in those videos.
I think my favorite moment is like, especially with you, because I've known you for so long,
Yeah.
and knowing that this month is really important to a lot of people. Hold on, damn, bro. Let me be serious for a little bit. I feel like those playoff videos that you do when you're just taking it is.
Which ones? When your back's getting clapped?
Yeah, you're laying down
It's
that.
not me, though.
But I just think of those. I'm like, you know what? I think about my boy Fitz,
It's
and
not me. It's Niner fans. Those are other fans. Those are not me.
we gotta put a compilation of it together, celebrating our mothers.
Make sure you
Oh,
label
shit.
Niner Cowboy fans.
But at the end of the day, we got love for everybody, no matter what background, no matter what ethnicity. Us Samoans, we always like to have a good time, not a long time.
Jokesters, man.
But that's just
hey.
that's just something I wanted to talk about because I know it's out there, and this is the month. Now let's talk about other news going around. I want to talk about other things because why not, right?
Why not?
Let's talk about Running Straight. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I have.
So yeah, so I think it's kind of crazy. At first, I thought it was just fun, like these are just friends
Bro,
doing
that
it.
shit is getting big.
Now it's getting big too. It's
Filling
starting to be a
out little
competitive
stadiums.
sport.
Yes. Yes.
So if you guys don't know what Running Straight is, it's a viral sport that's been growing
Yeah.
and New Zealand, Australia, all those places. And it's basically we're two players. There's a ball carrier and a defender. Basically,
Run head up.
they just go head up. That's it. That's all. That's all there is.
Is there like a point system?
There is something like I don't know too much about it, but it's so big. A lot of people have been catching
Yeah.
the wave. It's been going viral on social media. Everybody's been talking about it. Heck, Destroying was over there at one of their events, and it was a success, I would say.
It's crazy.
First of all, I want to ask you, what do you think about the event?
The event.
What do you think about Running Straight in general?
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Because I low key, when I first saw it, I was like, what is this? And then I just started going on there, and next thing you know, I'm watching video after video. It's entertaining.
Yeah. And it's crazy to watch it and knowing that, of course, kids, they usually do that for fun, especially Samoans,
Yeah.
Zeus, they take that shit literal. And, of course, right? I don't see no other races getting into that
Yeah.
other than Paulie's. It doesn't make any sense. It was like if you had if you had Destroying going up against somebody the same size, it just don't make sense. But I guess they made it into a sport where it looks like it makes well. I just don't think I would ever go in there. But would you ever want to do it for fun though?
Nah, I'm too old for that shit.
Maybe we could do Walk It Straight.
Yeah, we can do
Walk It Straight. Now, this is, of course, like I said, it's been getting it's been getting criticized all over. But did you hear about the 19-year-old New Zealander that died from this? Yeah. It's crazy to see that. I think it was only a matter of time that was going to happen. And it just had to happen to a young kid that just got into it. He didn't even look that big.
I mean, you gotta regulate it, just like anything. You gotta do a size. If it's gonna become something competitive and for real type sport, you gotta do different classes. Weight classes. You gotta have medics on by. You know what I mean? Rules to protect from serious injury. But
I think they do. They have different weight classes, but I just don't think it makes a lot.
Because I seen there was one dude that was like maybe 250, 200 some pounds against somebody that looked like he was barely 200 pounds.
Bro, I just don't think I don't think it's gonna last that long. No hate, but I mean they got a lot of backing from a lot of different companies, but I don't know how long it's gonna last, or they're gonna have to change something up to make it a little bit more safer. Yeah. But I don't compare would you compare it to the slap?
No,
because the slap seems a little bit more.
It's
easier to maintain, I guess. Yeah. But going straight up, bro, that's
running full force.
CTE just waiting, bro. Concussions.
Put some pads on or something.
I know, and then but these are like rugby players that are doing it, and I don't think that they want pads. I don't know.
We'll see what happens. We'll see in a year from now where they're at.
So that made me beg the question: who would you put in Running Straight? Like if you had two celebrities that you wanted to see in it,
running head up,
running it straight. Yeah, running straight. Who would you want to see?
Maybe Junior Seau and Brian Urlacher.
Yeah. Brian Urlacher, Junior Seau. Who do you think coming out of that?
Junior Seau.
You think so?
Yeah.
What about this? Ashton Genty, Ray Lewis.
Ooh.
Who do you think coming out of that?
Ray Lewis.
And we sorry, Ashton, dog.
Ray Lewis is a legend, bro.
Okay, I got a good one. It's kind of the same as that. I've seen it talked about over and over again. Bo Jackson, Ray Lewis.
I'm going Bo Jackson.
I'm going Bo Jackson. You know, I'm not trying to be biased. I know that's my favorite of all time, but the same way he did old boy for the Seahawks, he gonna do the same thing to Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
But that's just me, though. You know. Now there's another trend that's been going around. Everybody's been asking everybody. I wanted to get your thoughts. 100 men versus one gorilla. Who wins and why?
It's funny because I did a skit on this.
Okay. Oh, I think
Now, what type of dudes are we talking about here?
it don't matter. You tell me. Who wins?
It depends on who you got there, but I truly believe the humans would win.
Why?
Like I said, it depends. Could you imagine, like, let's go football, for instance. Let's go Penny Sewell, Aaron Donald, T.J. Watt, Max Crosby. Let's go all the best defensive linemen, offensive linemen taking on one group. I see that. I see them winning.
Lamar Jackson, that'd be crazy.
Lamar Jackson, DK Metcalf. Who else? Come on, name some big players.
Shoot.
Chris Jones.
Aaron Hernandez.
No.
Oh, I mean,
you probably jerked the monkey off.
But I get what you're coming from.
Aaron Hernandez in Pride Month.
I get what you're saying. Because I agree with you. I think the humans will win.
Yeah.
I think the gorilla's going to definitely take out a lot. But I feel like... Okay, go ahead.
Garnett. What's his name? Why am I saying his name wrong?
Garnett.
No, I'm having brain farts right now from Cleveland Browns.
Oh, Garrett.
Garrett. All the best dominant players like D linemen, all over.
Yeah, and then you're not even talking about wrestlers or shit. You put Brock Lesnar up in that.
Oh, yeah,
bro. You talk about The Rock. Bro, we got people. We just got to tire down the gorilla. I think that's it. Because I feel like, yes, the gorilla is strong. It's way stronger than most human beings, or all human beings, one-on-one for sure. But at some point, the gorilla's going to get tired, right? You can start throwing like shit in their eyes or whatnot, like dust. But if we can't use any type of weapons, I've seen a funny clip where somebody talk about it. The first 99 people will go, get slaughtered, whatever. But the last person I'd be calling up is Jake Paul. Because what Jake Paul's going to do is going to wait till that gorilla gets old as fuck. At the end of his career, because gorillas, they live up to 35 years. So probably at year 34, Jake Paul is going to come out swinging, bro. Fuck him up. And humanity will be restored again. And then Jake Paul's going to run around and say, I beat a prime gorilla. Let's go, USA. USA.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
So no matter what scenario you put it, I think 100 men would win easily. Gorilla, strong. Yes. Me so strong, right?
They're only 4 to 10 times stronger than the average human.
Yeah. But it would have to take people to gain up on it, and then...
So you do 4 to 10 times versus 100. Now we're talking.
Yeah. If you don't do the Jake Paul scenario, how are you beating up the gorilla? Like, what are you doing? You're grabbing it from the legs. You grab it from the arms. Because, that motherfucker swing, bro.
I'm going to wait till it goes to sleep.
But, you know what? I did see something. You know how bees, they kill wasps?
Yeah.
Is they all come together.
Yeah.
And they create that heat. Even though the wasp is way stronger, multiple bees creating that body heat or whatnot will make the wasp burn or whatnot. Humans could do the same exact thing. As long as we just...
no fucking bear.
Okay, it's not what you're doing, but men in general, if they just fucking...
Hug them. We're going to hug them.
Or like just scatter them, just jump on them, pile them, and just keep them down, bro. I think we'd be straight.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, Oos, man, it's been a good show. It's been a while since we actually did an episode, but it feels good to finally get one out there. What is one event or one thing that you're looking forward to heading into the season?
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I would say the night before parties or even the player signings.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to seeing everybody that we haven't seen in a while. You know what I mean? And getting the season cracking.
I guess I agree with you. I feel like just seeing everybody and just getting into the atmosphere just one more time at Allegiant Stadium and just seeing this Raiders team again. Hopefully they can do good this year, but just being around the atmosphere and just the fans in general and just football season. I know we get stressed out all the time, but when we have good times, when we win, it's always a good time. So,
It's always a good time with the Raider Nation.
yeah, no matter what, even though we could criticize the team or hate the team at the time, then I think we still got a lot of love for them. But with that said, though, it was a good episode. I guess let them know where they can find you.
Y'all know where to find me at Mr. Fitz, MRFITZ, 714 on all platforms. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is.
And of course, it's your boy Simone Raider. Follow me at Simone Raider on all social media platforms. And with that said, until the next one, we are
Peace.
out.